It's match day 26 of the GFF Men's Division 1. Hello, good afternoon, wherever you might be getting our voices and signals. Of course, welcome back. And welcome to the Box Bar Mini Stadium, of course, Box Bar Mini Stadium in the heart of Brikama, West Coast region, the Gambia. And it is the venue currently hosting the GFF Men's Division 1. Of course, match day 26 between Fortune Football Club and Marimoo Park Food. Bernard Silva! That was definitely very close for Fortune Football Club to find the back of the net in the very first minutes of this crucial fixture from the Box Bar Mini Stadium, but Bernard Silva failed in the process. Of course, it is a bright start for Fortune Football Club, dressed in their colorful white shirts and white socks, playing from our left to right from our commentary cabin, whilst Marimoo Park Food in their colorful orange shorts and black socks, and Marimoo Park Food, of course, under the guidance of Momodu Jallo. And Momodu is ably and reliably assisted by Sedu K. And on the other dogart for Fortune is Jen Juve, as usual, having the assistance of Mustafa Jajo. And before going deep into the commentary, Fortune Football Club, starting with Nuha Sanyang in goal, Fredina Jata, Salifu Jaju, Bakari Jawara, Ibu Sanyang team captain, Adama Kante, Salifu Koli, Abdullah Tamba, Sehu Sonko, Gaira Juve and Bernard Silva completing the 11 for Fortune Football Club, whilst Marimoo Park Food is starting with Ansumana Saho in goal, Bernard Mendy, Suleiman Jamet, team captain Ibrahima Fofana, Ibrahima Marena, Dauda Dabo, Matar Njai, Demba Kamara, Sering Modu Fall, Demba Kamara and Ismaila Sise completing the 11. And few minutes into the contest, Fortune nil, Marimoo Park Food nil from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama, and currently we're having two of the players down. One for Fortune and the other for Marimoo Park Food, and the central referee, of course, for this crucial and great fixture between Fortune and Marimoo Park Food. The central referee, of course, the experienced Lamine Jammeh, and Jammeh is having the assistance of Abdul Aziz Bolel Jao, Abdul Wahab Mane and Mustafa Bitey serving as the fourth assistant referee. Players currently down, one for Marimoo and the order for Fortune Football Club from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama, live on LSTV and also on the official Facebook page of Fortune Football Club. This is where we're bringing you this great and grand fixture in the GFF Men's Division 1. Fortune up against Marimoo Park Food, and Fortune Football Club in their last fixture got the better of Bombarda at the Box Bar Mini Stadium 2-0, whilst Marimoo Park Food. We will surely get you the rundown on the fixtures played by Marimoo Park Food shortly as well. Both players back on their feet. Sehu Sonko for Fortune and team captain and 10 for Marimoo Park Food. The team captain Suleiman Jammeh is also back on his feet. Marimoo dressed in orange colors, whilst Fortune in white. Fortune in white shorts and white socks, whilst Marimoo in orange shorts and black socks. This time it's a decent one coming from Gaira Juve, and the final touch coming from Marimoo Park Food. It's a Fortune corner. Salifu Koli will get that, and Koli Salifu will deliver that corner for the boys in all white. Fortune Football Club under the guidance of Jane Juve, and Jane is having the reliable assistance of Mustafa Jaju. Salifu Koli 10 will deliver this corner, and it is already a crowded penalty area for Marimoo Park Food Football Club. They're trying to protect this, and Marimoo Park Food is currently rock bottom on the table against Fortune Football Club on third. Around the area, Fortune with a decent opportunity, this time Abdullah Tamba. Not a great effort into the gloves of the goalkeeper Ansumana Saho. Ansumana Saho is the custodian, urging his players to calm down, and Marimoo Park Food will start the play from their own half. This time it is Adama Kante who received that ball quickly. Gaira Juve lays that ball to Adama once again. Adama trying to test the goalkeeper. This time partly saved, another save coming from the netminder. And multiples of save coming from Marimoo Park Food, and Fortune regained possession not for too long. Marimoo Park Food will now start the play from their own half. Launches that ball forward. Ibrahima Fofana up against Abdullah Tamba. Abdullah to Nuha Sanya. Nuha playing that ball short. Fredina Jata. Fredina to team captain Ibu Sanya. Fortune currently enjoying possession. Ibrahima or Ibu Sanya getting that ball forward to Salifu Koli. This time it is Bernard Silva, tricky and pacey, looking for options. Great back heel, connects the advancing player. This time caught out by Marimoo Park Food, and it's a Fortune corner on the far side. Fortune having a brilliant start to this contest, and the goalkeeper Ansumana Saho is currently down injured after those numerous saves coming from Fortune or Marimoo Park Food. The custodian is currently down, and the central referee Lamine Jammeh has already giving the signal to the medics to come to the rescue. Brilliant start, and of course it has been a great start for Fortune Football Club from the Box Bar Mini Stadium against Marimoo Park Food. Marimoo rock bottom, Fortune third on the table, and Fortune with a victory will move back to second position with 2 games in hand. And Fortune Football Club, of course, will have 2 games in hand, and those 2 games will be up against Steve Biko and TMT Football Club. And Sumana Saho is still down. Fortune Football Club in the last 5 fixtures got 3 defeats and 2 victories. Fortune Football Club in the last 5 fixtures lost thrice and won twice. Marimoo Park Food lost once, drew 4, and it's a corner. Salifu Koli to deliver, floats that ball. This time around, another strong header coming from Marimoo Park Food. The goalkeeper lost the ball, and the ball was cleared desperately by Marimoo. And it is Fortune in their own half. Salifu Jaju to Bakari Jawara. Adama Kante to Fredina Jata. Fredina physically build up central defender for Fortune Football Club to Nuha Sanyang. Sanyang Nuha, who was nursing an injury and now back in the starting 11. Bakari Jawara heads. Team captain Ibu Sanyang rose the highest, notes the ball down. Adama Kante trying to keep that ball in play. Lost in the process. It's going to be a throw-in for Marimoo Park Food, and Marimoo, of course, is under the guidance of Momodu Jallo as the head coach. Team captain dribble past a group of players. Around the center circle, Marimoo dressed in orange colors. Not for too long. Fortune regained possession. Marimoo this time regained possession on the right side of the attack. Fortune trying to regroup. And it is currently Marimoo nil, Fortune nil from the Box Bar Mini Stadium. And it has been a lively and a great contested first minutes of the first half between Marimoo and Fortune in the top tier of Gambian football. GFF Men's Division 1. Fortune up against Marimoo in March day 26 of the class. Sehu Sonko. Adama Kante switching the play from the right to the left, trying to connect the run of Bernard Silva on the far side. And Ibu Sanyang is now asking Adama Kante to play that ball short to Bakari Jawara. And it's going to be a Marimoo Park Food throw-in, quickly taken. And Marimoo Park Food, the boys from Manjai, up against the boys from West Coast Region Farah to Abdullah Tamba. Solid defensive work coming from the under-20 central defender. Already the flag is up. And up against Marimoo Park Food, and Abdullah Tamba is currently part of the 30 players identified by Coach Abdullah Bojang, and currently training with the national under-20 ahead of the under-20 championship to be held from the 15th to 30th in Accra, Ghana. And Abdullah Tamba is part of the 30 identified players training with Coach Abdullah Bojang alongside goalkeeper Nuha Sanyang. And initially we had Fortune football players in the Chan team, which had Ibu Sanyang, Adama Kante, Abdullah Tamba, Gaira Juf and Bakari Jawara. And they are all starting in this fixture. Fortune nil, Marimoo nil. Salifu Jajo to Bernard Silva. Bernard surged forward. Rasul, and this time around given by the central referee Lamin Jammeh. And Lamin Jammeh is of course the central referee, having the assistance of Abdulaziz Bolel Jao. Abdul Wahab Mani and Mustafa Bite is the 4th assistant referee from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama, of course, in the GFF Men's Division 1 on March day 26 of this fixture. March day 26 of the division. Fortune against Marimoo. A fixture between 3rd place and 16th place. Marimoo rock bottom, Fortune 3rd. And we also having some other games across other venues in the country. Salifu Jaju floats that ball. This time it's a strong header. The flag of the assistant referee stayed down. That was definitely miscommunication. That is definitely miscommunication coming from Fortune Football Club. The flag of the assistant referee stayed down, and Marimoo Park Food currently having its players protesting against that decision from the assistant referee Abdul Wahab Mane. They believe that should have been an offside, but anyway, the central referee's flag stayed down, and the central referee Lamin Jammeh wasn't the least interested. Gaira Juf trying to hold that ball, and on the far side is a throw in. Fortune will benefit, and Salifu Jaju will take that. And in case you're just joining us, this is all coming to you live from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama in the GFF Men's Division 1. Of course, the fixture between Fortune and Marimoo Parkfoot. Fortune nil, Marimoo nil from the theatre. Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama to be precise. And Marimoo Parkfoot launching that ball forward. Ferdinand Jata gets that ball back to the goalkeeper Nuha Sanyang. Nuha Sanyang been tracked down by Ibrahim Fofana, and Ibrahim Fofana is one of those players currently training with the national under-20 under the guidance of coach Abdullah Boja, and currently having 30 players, and the 30 players will be trimmed down to the possible number of players to be identified finally for the tournament in Ghana. Bakari Jawara was part of the national chant team. Sehu Sonko turns beautifully back to Jawara Bakari. Sehu Sonko to Ferdinand Jata. Ferdinand to Abdullah Tamba. Abdullah Tamba trying to have that control on the far side. It's going to be a solid defensive work coming from Salifu Jaju. Salifu playing that ball sword, trying to get the ball once again to Ferdinand Jata. That was definitely miscommunication from the players of Fortune Football Club. But Salifu Jaju was just there in time to get that ball quickly. Sehu Sonko playing that ball short to Bakari Jawara. Adama Kante to Salifu Jaju. Salifu deployed on the left side of the defense. Salifu trying to connect the run of Adama Kante once again. Marimoo Parkfoot regain possession in their own half. Not for too long. This time it is Salifu Koli. Salifu Koli to Bernard Silva. Silva lost possession. It is Marimoo in their own half, currently struggling against Fortune Football Club in the very first minutes of this contest. Central referee Lamin Mchame has already given the advantage. Of course, to the boys in orange colours, Marimoo Parkfoot and Fortune had great games and a lot of other fixtures, of course, in the GFF Men's Division 1. And we will surely get you the rundown. Fortune Football Club in their last fixture got the better, of course, against Bombarda Football Club at the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama 2-0. But before the Bombarda game, Fortune lost 2-1 to Team Rhino. And in the fixture against TMT, the game rescheduled, and Fortune will now have a game in hand against TMT Football Club and Steve Pico Epakao Base Club. And against Brikama United, Fortune Football Club lost 1-0 at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. And before the Box Bar or the Brikama United game, it ended Fortune 2, Heart FC 1 at the Soma Mini Stadium. Fortune Football Club also lost 1-0 to Gambian Dutch Lions. And in that fixture, of course, in the Hearts fixture, it was Ibu Sanyang who scored the brace to give the 2-1 victory over Fortune Football Club over Hearts FC. And back at the Box Bar Mini Stadium for this huge clash against Marimoo Parkfoot. March day 26. Fortune Football Club currently having 2 games in hand. Sehu Sonko heads that ball. Ibu Sanyang team captain. Bakari Jawara, great possessive display coming from Fortune. Ibrahima lost possession. Bakari Jawara turns beautifully. Ibrahima Fofana is one of those players training with the national under-20. And for Fortune Football Club, Nuha Sanyang and Abdullah Tamba. Initially Bakari Jawara, Ibu Sanyang, Kaira Juf, Abdullah Tamba, Adama Kante and co. We are part of the national chant team. And currently in the national under-20, the team is currently having 2 players. It's a solid defensive work. This time Marimoo Parkfoot starting the play from their own half. And in case you're just joining us, this is all coming to you live, of course, from the Box Bar Mini Stadium. And Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama, of course, hosting this crucial fixture between Fortune and Marimoo. Ibrahima Fofana, another tricky player. Fofana Ibrahima trying to unlock the defense of Fortune Football Club. Squares that ball on the far side around the area. Salifo trying to keep that ball in play, and already a flag is up. And up against Marimoo Parkfoot. Fortune Football Club will benefit from that. Doesn't been a great start for Marimoo Parkfoot. Fortune Football Club having most of the possession and the chances crafted since the commencement of this great fixture. Fortune having the lion's share of the advantage. Currently on a 0-0 scoreline. Currently it is Fortune 0, Marimoo 0. Marimoo currently having all its players behind the ball. Nuha Sanyang pushing that ball. Sehu Sonko. Sehu, not a great one. This time Marimoo regain possession. It's going to be a great interchange of passes. Can they find the back of the net? Marimoo Parkfoot. And the goalkeeper just there in time to palm that ball away. Nuha Sanyang equal to the task. Nuha Sanyang, the goalkeeper. Fortune Football Club relied on Nuha Sanyang to save that attack coming from Marimoo Parkfoot. And it's a corner for the boys in all green. Orange colors rather. It's a Marimoo corner. Crowded penalty area Fortune. Fortune Football Club definitely need to clear their line. Another decent opportunity, partly headed out. Salifu Koli. Salifu trying to launch that ball forward. Caught out by Marimoo. And Marimoo starting the play from their own half. Gaira Juve and Salifu. And the defender alert enough to get that ball off the feet of Gaira Juve. That was definitely timely. Timely interception coming from Sering Modu Fall, the central defender of Marimoo Parkfoot. And in case you're just joining us, this is of course coming to you live from the Box Bar Mini Stadium, live on LSTV and also official Facebook page of Fortune Football Club. At the commentary cabin, Parliament Fati, behind camera operations for LSTV and Fortune official Facebook page of Osman Kamara. It is currently 0-0. 0-0 from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama between Fortune and Marimoo. Marimoo Parkfoot 0. Fortune Football Club 0. Abdullah Tamba back to the goalkeeper Nuha Sanyang. Salifu Koli back to Nuha Sanyang. And elsewhere, we will slowly try to check on the results as well. Champions Real de Banjul currently playing TMT at the Live Your Dreams football field in Basori. And Brikama United taking on Hearts FC in Soma. Whilst Fortune up against Marimoo at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. And there's also another game in Bakau. We will also try to get you the results across all venues in the GFF Men's Division 1. And if you may, I call it the top flight of Gambian football. Top flight of Gambian football. And from the Box Bar Mini Stadium, of course, this is coming to you live in the fixture between Fortune Football Club and Marimoo Parkfoot. Lively contest, great force have, and currently it is 0-0. Bakari Jawara for Fortune. Jawara surge forward. Bakari Jawara to Adama Kante, Sehu Sidibe. Sehu Sonko rather. Sehu Sonko. This time Adama Kante to Bakari Jawara. Bakari floats that ball, trying to connect the run of Gaira Juve. Caught out by Marimoo Parkfoot. And Marimoo Parkfoot will start the play from their own half. Bernard Mendy, deep in their own half, not for too long. Caught out beautifully by Freddy Najata. Adama Kante with another delivery. This time ball being chested down, calling in for a handball, nothing given by the central referee. And it's going to be a great build-up for Marimoo Parkfoot, and Marimoo now using the left side of the defense. Abdullah Tamba just there in time. Abdullah Tamba isn't happy with that pass from Adama Kante, urging him to hold on to that ball. Decently executed. Marimoo Parkfoot, team captain Suleiman Jame. Bernard Mendy this time. Bernard on the left side of the defense. It is Marimoo Parkfoot, decently executed. A strong header this time coming from Ibrahim Fofana. And Fofana's header sailed over the crossbar. Goal kick Fortune. There has been a lively contest, great fixture. Marimoo Parkfoot, of course. It is the most struggling side in the GFF Men's Division 1 currently. Currently rock bottom against Fortune Football Club on third, and a victory for Fortune will regain second spot. And Fortune Football Club will definitely hope to secure a victory at home against Marimoo Parkfoot. And also expecting Heart and champions Real de Banjul to drop points. Anyway, it is battle of supremacy and battle of survival. Adama Kante. It's still Fortune nil, Marimoo nil from the box bar. Nuha Sanyang trying to get the players of Marimoo Park Food from their own half. Nuha Sanyang moving that ball forward. It's a long one into the half of Marimoo Park Food. A clash between the two players of Marimoo Park Food. Another Makante penalized by the central referee Lamine Njame. And Njame is of course the central referee, of course having the assistance of Abdul Aziz Bolel Jao. Abdul Wahab Mane and Mustafa Bite is the fourth assistant referee in this crucial fixture between Fortune and Marimoo. And Fortune Football Club on third, Marimoo rock bottom on 16th. Marimoo Park Food currently bottom of the GFF Men's Division 1 table. We will surely get you the rundown on the current table standing of the GFF Men's Division 1. Champions Real de Banjul is currently leading the chart with 49 points after 25 matches played. And Real de Banjul is currently playing, of course that's going to be the 26th fixture. And equally Fortune Football Club and Marimoo Park Food. Decently executed. Marimoo Park Food in the half of Fortune Football Club. Ibrahima controlling that ball. Ibrahima Fofana. Fofana has been the most influential player for Marimoo Park Food. Was part of the national Chan team and currently part of the national under-20 team. Of course, the provisional squad currently training with Coach Abdullah Ipoja is the only player for Marimoo Park Food in that 20 in that team. Gaira Juve lost possession. It's going to be another opportunity, Marimoo. Not a decent one, Abdullah Tamba. There's currently a player down and the game is temporarily stopped. And the player currently down injured, of course, is the player for Marimoo Park Food, Dauda Dabo. Dauda is currently down injured and currently nursing an injury and will be attended by the medics, and the medics are already on the pitch. And there's currently a discussion between central referee Lamine Njame and Abdul Wahab Mane. I think Abdul Wahab is trying to fix the communication device for the central referee Lamine Njame, and he's the experience, of course, Lamine Njame. Dauda Dabo is still down. Dabo still down, injured for Marimoo Park Food. The game is temporarily stopped, and the game is temporarily stopped at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Dauda Dabo receiving attention. Head coach of Marimoo Park Food, Mamadou Jallo, is also using the opportunity to have a brief discussion with his players. Mustafa Jaju, the assistant head coach of Fortune Football Club, was also seen around the touchline and trying to give some instructions to Bernard Silva. You can also confirm the team president of Fortune Football Club, Hassan Dur, in attendance at the box bar to watch this crucial game of his boys against Marimoo. It is currently 0-0, Fortune 0, Marimoo 0 from the theatre, better known as Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brickham. And in case you're just joining us, the game is temporarily stopped as Dauda Dabo is currently receiving attention, currently back on his feet, and we believe the game will have its restart once again. Lamine Njame is also trying to fix his communication device. I think the medics are currently helping Lamine to fix the communication device. This is what he is using to communicate, to have the communication between him and the assistant referees. The first assistant, second assistant, and probably the fourth assistant referee on the far side. Lamine Njame, central referee. Abdul Aziz Bolel Jao is the fourth assistant referee. Abdul Wahab Mane, second assistant, and the fourth assistant. Bernard Silva never troubled the goalkeeper this time around, and the custodian Asumana Saho was equal to that task, and you could hear the claps coming from the supporters of Fortune Football Club. And Marimoo Park Food will try to wind down the clock here. Marimoo Park Food playing away from home against Fortune Football Club. Marimoo Park Food in this year's GFF Men's Division 1. Ibrahima Fofana. That's a strong coalition. But anyway, never trouble Ibrahima. Ferdinand Jata. Fredina to Nuha Sanyang. To Abdullah Tamba on the far side. Tamba having the defensive partnership alongside Fredina Jata. Fredina is one of the physically built-up central defenders in the league. Tall and lanky. From the goalkeeper Nuha Sanyang. Strong header coming from Marimoo Parkwood. Adama Kante this time, not a great control. Just there in time once again to block that ball to touch for a Marimoo Parkwood throw. It's still Marimoo nil, Fortune nil from the theatre. Sanyang switching the play from the right to the left. Bernard Silva on the far side, trying to go solo. Bernard lost it. And Bernard lost possession, trying to retrieve that ball from his opponent. Unfortunately, it's been dispossessed. He's been penalized by the referee. It's a Marimoo Parkwood advantage. Marimoo Parkwood nil. Fortune Football Club nil from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama. It's another opportunity. This time it's a strong header. Fredina Jata chesting that ball down. Bakari Jawara, who is operating on the right side and already is an infringement as signaled by the central referee Lamin and Jamme. Jamme is the central referee, having the assistance of Abdul Aziz Bolel Jao, Abdul Wahab Mane and Mustafa Bitey. Wahab Mane is one of the assistants. Ibu Sanyang team captain drops deep to Fredina Jata. Marimoo Parkwood having all its players behind the ball. It's Marimoo nil, Fortune nil from the theatre. Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama to be precise. It is Gaira Juf who tries to connect to that ball. Lost it. Salifu Jajo. And that's an infringement. That's a foul as signaled by the central referee Lamin and Chame. Busy technical area. Fortune Football Club and Marimoo. Head coach Mamadou Jala on the touchline. Whilst Fortune Football Club having Mustafa Jaju on the technical area giving instructions, urging his players to calm down. And head coach Jane Juve is calmly seated on the technical bench. Nuha Sanyang, the trusted goalkeeper for this crucial fixture against Marimoo. Nuha Sanyang is of course the national under-20 goalkeeper. He was part of the previous national under-20 and currently training with the provisional list of invited players for head coach Abdullah Bojang. Abdullah Bojang has initially invited a list of players before trimming the team down to 30. And the 30 players currently training with coach Abdullah Bojang will be further trimmed to the possible number of the traveling team to the competition in Ghana. Bernard Silva trying to connect to Adama Kante. The ball eludes Adama. Bakari Jawara with another opportunity. This time around Gaira Juve trying to get that ball forward. Already lost it. It is Marimoo Parkwood now. Still in their own half. Ismaila Cisse on the far side. Ismaila lost it. Salifu Jaju to take that. Playing that ball short to his namesake Salifu Koli. Salifu from the left side of the attack to the right side to Bakari Jawara. Bakari deployed on the right side of the attack or defense for Fortune. Playing that ball short to team captain Ibu Sanya. Ibu to Gaira Juve. Sehu Sonko. Sehu lost possession. Ibrahima this time around. Ibrahima Fofana. Fofana going solo. Looking for options. Ibrahima wrestled and rewarded by the central referee, and Ibu Sanyang of course penalized. Ibu Sanyang is the team captain, and Ibu Sanyang in the last fixture scored the other goal in Fortune's 2-0 victory over Bombarda at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. And Ibu, you could remember, scored a brace in the 2-1 victory over Hearts FC at the Soma Mini Stadium, and currently back at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Decently executed, coming from Marimoo Parkwood, and the ball eludes every other player. And it's a goal kick. Fortune Football Club and the boys in all white will start the play from their own half. And in case you're just joining us, it's Fortune Football Club against Marimoo at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Fortune is currently starting with Nuha Sanyang in goal. Fredina Jata, Salifu Jaju, Bakari Jawara, Ibu Sanyang, team captain Adama Kante, Salifu Koli, Abdullah Tamba, Sehu Sonko, Gaira Juve and Bernard Silva completing the 11 for Fortune, and Fortune of course is under the guidance of Jane Juve, Jane having the assistance of Mustafa Jaju. Marimoo Parkwood is starting with Ansumana Sahu in goal, Bernard Mendy, Suleiman Jame, team captain Ibrahima Fofana, Ibrahima Marina, Dauda Dabo, Matar Njai, Demba Kamara, Serigne Modou Fall, Demba Kamara and Ismaila Cisse completing the 11 for the travelling boys from Manjai, and Marimoo Park Food is up against Fortune, and Marimoo is still under the guidance of Mamadou Jallo. Seydou Gay is his assistant. Marimoo nil, Fortune nil from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in March day 26 of the top flight of Gambian football, GFF Men's Division 1 to be precise. It's Marimoo. It is Ibu Sanyang this time, getting that ball short to Adama Kante. Kante switching the play, and this time the ball struck the player on the face. That is definitely serious, and the player is currently in pain and will be assisted by the medics. The medics are already on the pitch. Central referee very close to the scene, Abdul Lamin Njame. And Lamin Njame is the central referee, very close to the scene, and has already given the opportunity for the game to be stopped temporarily. The game is temporarily stopped, and this will surely give the opportunity to both gaffers to have words with their players, and also the players to have a sip of water at the theatre. The match is temporarily stopped as the player for Marimoo is currently down injured and currently receiving attention from the medics at the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama. Of course, and the fixture is also coming to you live on LSTV and also on the official Facebook page of Fortune Football Club. It's still Fortune nil, Marimoo nil. The player is still down, and we can't confirm the name of the player because we are struggling to see the number on the jersey. And the game is temporarily stopped. Fortune Football Club having the head coach Jane Juve having that brief discussion with the players. Earlier on it was Salifu Jajo who was receiving attention, who was receiving instructions from the head coach Jane Juve. And now it's Bernard Silva. Ibu Sanyang also having a word with the players. This time around, having a word with Adama Kante. And we could also see Abdullah Tamba having a word with Salifu Kole. As Marimoo Park Food also using the opportunity to have discussions among themselves. The game is temporarily stopped. Fortune nil, Marimoo nil. And the player still receiving attention from the medics. If the player isn't able to continue, probably Marimoo Park Food will be forced to an early substitution. It might not be a very good news for head coach. Of course, head coach Mamadou Jallo. And Mamadou is the head coach and currently working on rescuing the team from relegation. Currently, Marimoo is rock bottom on the GFF Men's Division 1 table standing, whilst Fortune on third. And we will surely get you the rundown on the current standing of the GFF Men's Division 1. Champions Real de Banjul leading the chart with 49 points after 25 matches. Won 14, drew 7 and lost 4. Falcons currently on second after match day 24. Falcons Football Club played 24 matches. Won 11, drew 8 and lost 5 with 41 points. Fortune Football Club played 23 matches. Won 13, drew 1 and lost 9. Currently with 40 points. Hearts FC currently on 4th, 25 matches played, won 10, drew 8, lost 7 and currently 38 points. And the game is back and back again after the player receiving the attention from the medics. Marimoo Park Food will launch. Marimoo around the edge of the penalty for Fortune Football Club. Abdullah Tamba just there in time to get that ball off the area. Another opportunity for Tamba to clear his line. Sehu Sonko to Ibu Sanyang. Abdullah Tamba to Fredina Jata. Fredina to Bakari Jawara. Fortune in their own half. The marauding right back Bakari Jawara. Bakari 15, part of the national Chan team, playing that ball short to Adama Kante, another Chan player. Adama Kante, this time to Salifu Koli. Salifu to Ibu Sanyang. Ibu chips that ball forward, trying to connect the run of Bernard Silva on the far side. And already the goalkeeper just there in time. But the flag of the assistant referee is already up. Abdul Wahab Mane has already given the signal that the ball has already moved off the football pitch at the Boxbar Mini Stadium, of course, in Brikama. Marimoo Parkfoot. Probably a draw will be a great result for Marimoo Parkfoot. Looking at the current standing of the GFF Men's Division 1. The player is currently back after nursing an injury. Of course, the player is currently back. We will surely try to confirm the player shortly. The player is, of course, Matar Njai. Matar back on his feet. And he's back on the pitch. Ibrahima Fofana. Ibrahima lost possession. Jawara floats that ball down. Decently cleared by Marimoo Parkfoot and Ibrahima Fofana this time around. That's a corner. Ibrahima this time on a defensive work. Getting that ball off the feet of Ibu Sanyang. And it's going to be a corner. Corner for Fortune Football Club. And Fortune Football Club working so hard to secure a victory. Salifu Koli. Abdullah Tamba heads. Another one, Ibu Sanyang. And Ibu scores and Fortune. Ibu Sanyang broke the deadlock for Fortune Football Club at the Boxbar Mini Stadium. And that was indeed a great shot from Abdullah Tamba, but Ibu Sanyang was just there in time to poke home. And Fortune currently leading by a goal to nil at the theatre. Boxbar Mini Stadium in Brikama to be precise. And it's currently Fortune 1. Marimoo Parkfoot nil. Ibu Sanyang with the goal. He scored in the 2-1 victory over Bombarda in their last fixture. And he also scored the brace in the 2-1 victory over Heart FC at the Soma Mini Stadium. And Ibu Sanyang is once again on the score sheet for Fortune Football Club. And Fortune Football Club celebrates and celebrates in style after getting their noses in front. Currently leading by a goal to nil against the travelling boys of Marimoo Parkfoot. And Marimoo need to score or else they will also surrender another maximum points in the hands of Fortune Football Club. Fortune 1, Marimoo nil from the Boxbar Mini Stadium. Ibu Sanyang with the lone goal. And Ibu's goal is the current difference between Marimoo and Fortune. It is indeed also definitely serve as a wake-up call for Marimoo Parkfoot. And Marimoo trailed by a goal to nil against Fortune at the Boxbar. Ibu Sanyang with the lone goal. Ibrahima Fofana. And Sumana Saho. And Sumana Saho, the custodian. From the half of Marimoo to the half of Fortune Football Club. Sehu Sonko. Abdullah Tamba just there in time to clear that ball. Bernard Silva will launch. Bernard trying to go solo. Will solely use his pace on the far side. Struggling to keep that ball down and around the area. Salifu Koli trying to turn. Getting that ball short to Ibu Sanyang. Ibu, the team captain Fortune, 8 on his back. And he was part of the national Chan team. Of course, part of the list of players for Fortune Football Club. 5 of Fortune Football Club players were part of the last Chan team. And Ibu Sanyang is one of those. Alongside Bakari Jawara, Adama Kante. Gaira Juve and Abdullah Tamba. And Marimoo Parkfoot struggling to clear their line around the area. Fashions of headers. Sehu Sonko getting that ball for Fortune Football Club. Not for too long. It is now the turn of Marimoo Parkfoot to launch. Ibrahima Fofana is already caught on offside. Ibrahima Fofana is already caught on offside by the assistant referee on the far side, Abdul Aziz Bolel Jao. Bolel Jao is one of the assistant referees. Central referee is Lamin Njame. Abdul Aziz Bolel Jao is one of the assistant referees. Abdul Wahab Mane and Mustafa Bitey is serving as the fourth assistant referee. Boxbar Mini Stadium is the venue. Fortune up against Marimoo are the two sides playing in match day 26 of this class of the top tier of Gambian football. It's a long one from the custodian. Flag up against Fortune. Definitely a huge contest, a lively contest, hard battling contest between Fortune and Marimoo. Who is winning it? Fortune Football Club 1, Marimoo nil. Ibu Sanyang with the lone goal. Ibu playing that ball short to Adama Kante. Adama surge forward. Back to Ibu Sanyang, team captain. Trying to calm the tempo of the game. Ibu Sanyang around the center circle. Playing it down to Bakari Jawara. Receiving that ball once again. Ibu lost possession. Ibrahima Fofana now. Fortune Football Club. Salifu Jaju trying to cut that ball out. Freddy Najata. And it's a lively contest for Fortune Football Club. Fortune enjoying possession and also having the 1-0 advantage. Salifu Koli from the center to the left side of the attack. Salifu Jaju playing that ball short to Bernard Silva. Silva Bernard. Salifu Jaju. Salifu to Salifu Koli. Or Salifu Jaju to Salifu Koli. Fortune enjoying possession. Salifu Koli back to Abdullah Tamba. And you could hear the claps coming from the faithfuls of Fortune Football Club, who are definitely enjoying the way the team is currently playing, leading by a goal to nil, courtesy of Ibu Sanyang's lone goal. Ibu with the lone goal, and Ibu's goal is the current difference between Fortune and Marimoo. There hasn't been a great or high pressing game coming from Marimoo. This time it is Adama Kante who surged forward and the goalkeeper just there in time. Saho the custodian, tall and lanky Marimoo Parkfoot. Salifu Jaju is penalized by the central referee, and there's that current discussion between Salifu Jaju and Lamin Njame, central referee. Fondly called Castin Lamin Njame, and he's the one given the responsibility to officiate this game between Fortune and Marimoo. Around the edge of the area, Bernard Silva trying to track down, trying to work on some defensive mission. Already the flag is up. And up for a goal kick to Fortune Football Club, leading by a goal to nil, courtesy of Ibu Sanyang. And Marimoo Parkfoot, of course, in their last 5 fixtures, drew 4 of the matches and lost 1. Marimoo Parkfoot played out a trailing 2-2 draw against Brikama United, 0-0 against Heart FC, lost 1-0 to Steve Biko, 1-1 against Bombarda, 1-1 against champions Real de Banjul, and also 0-0 against Greater Tomorrow Football Club. Fortune Football Club, of course, in the last 5 fixtures, lost thrice, won twice. Fortune Football Club in the last fixture played against Bombarda, won Bombarda 2-0 at the Boxbar Mini Stadium, lost to Team Rhino 2-1, and the fixture between Fortune and TMT rescheduled. And for Fortune already out of the men's FF Cup after being beaten by TMT on a post-match shootout. Anyway, around the center circle, Marimoo Parkfoot and Fortune Football Club currently having a game in hand against TMT and also Steve Biko Football Club. Before the TMT fixture, Fortune Football Club lost 1-0 to Brikama United at the Boxbar Mini Stadium, defeated Heart FC in Jarasoma. Ibu Sanyang scored the brace. Lost 1-0 to Gambian Dutch Lions at the Boxbar Mini Stadium in Brikama. And currently Marimoo Parkfoot trail by a goal to nil against Fortune. And we will also try to get you some of the fixtures played between Fortune and Marimoo Parkfoot. And of course, on the 26th of February 2021, Fortune Football Club against Marimoo Parkfoot. Of course, that game was cancelled. And on the 1st of March 2021, Fortune Football Club defeated Marimoo Parkfoot 2-0. And on the 29th of March, on the 29th of April 2021, it ended Marimoo Parkfoot 0, Fortune Football Club 1. On the 10th of December 2021, Marimoo Parkfoot 0, Fortune 1. On the 13th of June, 13th of June 2022, Fortune Football Club 1, Marimoo Parkfoot 0. On the 3rd of February 2023, Marimoo Parkfoot or Fortune Football Club 0, Marimoo 1. On the 16th of May 2023, Marimoo Parkfoot lost to Fortune Football Club by a goal to 0. And on the 4th of February 2024, of course, Fortune Football Club defeated Marimoo Parkfoot 2-0. And on the 10th of May 2024, it ended 0-0 between Fortune and Marimoo Parkfoot. And in the last fixture played between Marimoo Parkfoot and Fortune Football Club, which was of course in the first round of the GFF Men's Division 1, of course Fortune Football Club defeated Marimoo Parkfoot by a goal to 0. And Omar Fai's goal was the difference at the Bakau Mini Stadium. He scored the only goal that secured the 1-0 victory for Fortune Football Club against Marimoo Parkfoot. And currently Marimoo trail once again against Fortune Football Club. Lost to Fortune in the first round and currently trailing by a goal to 0 at the box bar. Of course, lost in Bakau, trailing currently at the Brikama box bar mini stadium. It is currently Marimoo Parkfoot 0, Fortune 1. Fortune having a player down. Bernard Silva is the player. Bernard Silva currently down, being supported by the medics. The time in the first period is currently running out. And of course running out for Marimoo Parkfoot, who trailed by a goal to 0. Salif Ukoli. And it's a Fortune corner. It's a corner for the Petroleum boys. And the boys in all white enjoying the 1-0 advantage. And it's another corner. And Fortune get the second goal from this. Beautifully executed. This time it's a solid header coming from Fredina Jata, and Fredina currently penalized by the central referee Lamin and Jamme. Lamin is of course the central referee. And Fortune Football Club in their next fixtures, of course the next games, Fortune Football Club is currently having 2 games in hand. One against the Biko and the other against the MT. And there we go, it is half-time at the Box Bar Mini Stadium. Half-time between Fortune and Marimoo. And of course it is half-time between Coach Jane Juve and Momodo Jallo. And this score is currently in Fortune's favor. Fortune 1, Marimoo 0. Ibo Sanyang broke the deadlock. And currently Fortune enjoying the 1-0 advantage against Marimoo Parkfoot. And this is where, of course, we're going to have a halt on the live commentary from the Box Bar Mini Stadium in Brikama in the game between Fortune Football Club. And we will surely have 15 minutes of rest. And we'll be back for the continuation at the commentary cabin for LSTV, what it has been. Parliament Party behind camera operations is Osman Kamara. Until then, we are off for 15 minutes, and do join us in the next 15 for the continuation.